My name is Jason Tremblay. I'm the president and co-founder of the Strength Guides, and I'm here to take you through my athlete management system, 8th edition. This is a system that I first built in 2016 in preparation for IPF Worlds because I wanted to adopt a database training system, a database training approach. And my current spreadsheets weren't giving me the capabilities to do that. So when I started designing this, I didn't know anything about Excel. I had to rely on one of our clients at the time, Brad Go, who was an Excel engineer, who helped me make the original copy macro that you'll see later on in this playlist that kind of made all the system come together. And otherwise, it was a lot of persistence and a lot of just searching the questions that I had in Excel. Another person who was an inspiration to me was, and still is, Mladen Jovanovic of complementary training. And I would say also the work that Bryce Lewis was doing at the time was quite inspirational. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this is the coach dashboard of the athlete management system. And for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go over setup. So the first step, because this is a template, is you'll want to go file, make a copy, and then decide a folder that you're going to save it on. I'll save it in my client folder for now. And then just say example, athlete management system. You could also do the name like that. That's how I would save it for our clients. All right, so setup is now all on this page. It's all on the screen. So we have the setup menu in the bottom here. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll enter in the athlete's name. This name will populate on the sheets throughout the document so that the training looks custom, because it is custom, and we want it to feel like the training belongs to the athlete and it's specially designed for the athlete, because that's what it is. Type in the start date of the client's week. So let's do next week. I'm just going to type in February 21, click enter. And when I do that, the entire calendar will update. The month dates will spin to wherever the start date is too. So you see we have 2 weeks of February, and then we have 4 weeks of March there. The next thing is, in Canada, we do kind of a weird mix of imperial and metric. In the States, it's mainly imperial. Anywhere else in the world, it's metric. So you can select either how you're going to measure the training, whether it's going to be in metric units or imperial units. And you see, if I select imperial here, the pounds and kilo conversions will switch. So now the system's in pounds. I personally like to work in metric because that's what, in powerlifting, you got to lift kilos. You may as well get used to it. These are two of the same concepts, RIR and RPE. RIR stands for repetitions in reserve. RPE is a scale that's been around for decades. In powerlifting for the past, I'd say over a decade now, we've used a RIR based RPE scale. So, RP10 represents 0 repetitions in reserve. RP9 represents 1 repetition in reserve. You can select which one you want to use or which one you want to use with the client based on how you want to communicate that science with them. So I like to use RPE just because my clients are used to it. But if you select RIR, then all of our tables, our RPE tables, will adjust accordingly. And then our next step will be to input some 1RMs. So let's say 180, 140, 210. And then sometimes I forget that I should clear that cell out. It's easy sum formula. So that's the projected total. These are the pounds values. these will now populate throughout the document when we prescribe things that are back squat, bench press, or deadlift. And you'll notice that these values are here. So we'll discuss what all of that means in a later video. The final thing with the setup is you can list any notes. Maybe the client has some equipment access restrictions or time of week restrictions down here, and then you could set your goals and objectives for the year in here. I'll see you in the next video.